in harmony. May 2, 2014. We observe often so many dear souls focusing primarily on being positive and happy that they forget or become afraid to be sad once in a while. Beautiful children of God, you cannot truly know happiness without knowing sadness. You live in a world of contrast and paradox, and within all that, it is necessary to be able to bring harmony and balance into all your polarities, into all your differences. We are pleased that you finally understand the importance of having a healthy self-esteem, and to think and be positive, but in truth you are not complete or whole unless you are able to handle the difficulties life presents to you. It is those difficulties that teach you to appreciate the gentle, serene and good things in life. It is also the difficulties and challenges that you have faced that have taught you what it means to be happy. Without the challenges, you would have nothing to learn from. Without a doubt, working through positive emotions are much more enjoyable by all, yet at the same time it is normal and very human to be moved by huge waves of grief, and slowed down by overwhelming feelings of despair and sadness. Remember, dear ones, all your emotions, all your feelings have something to teach you. They offer you endless learning opportunities, and in truth without them, you would never truly know what happiness is. Of course, each of you has your own unique grasp of what happiness is. What happiness is to one person may be quite different to the next. For many dear children of God, happiness is felt from being fully engaged with the world, or fulfilling a certain project, possibly finding wholeness where once the feeling of being lost was all there was. Experiencing the richness of your existence is considered quite pleasurable by many of your brothers and sisters, where you develop friendships, find partners, and enjoy basking in the harmony that each person brings into your life for however long their season is to be with you. What makes love and friendship so rich and so necessary? You know, building a relationship is not easy. It takes an equal blend of give and take from both partners, or both people depending on the depth of your relationship. It is well understood, dear ones, that personal relationships are able to provide you with the deepest and most profound satisfactions, and are able to make significant contribution to your sense of being complete and whole. But to get to certain depths and rich levels of understanding, relationships can be messy, unpredictable, and many times they bring you down the road of disappointment. But within them, they teach you so much, and it is up to each of you to learn not just the positives they teach you, but to understand the negatives they have taught you, providing you with ample information to grow from and to become more from. Whenever you felt crestfallen, or felt misery, you might find yourself feeling as if life has it in for you, that life is unkind and not very fair. When moving down the path of disappointment, it is too easy to see the unsavoriness of life, and why you just might look towards happiness as the only suitable goal for your continued existence and natural state to be in, and push aside the side of you that occasionally is sad. Dearest children of God, that would mean you would purposely ignore one of the most important truths about being human. Sadness is authentic. It is real as any other emotion such as happiness. Because your life is filled with paradox, it is important to understand you can't accept one emotion and not accept the other, as both are a part of you. What is important, dear ones, is learning to bring balance and harmony into your life, to bring peace during your personal storms. Every moment of joy and bliss you experience, and when you reach deeper understandings of contentment that will once in a while encircle you, will only make sense because they make such a stark contrast whenever you have experienced disappointment and sadness, or if you have felt trapped by a dull and boring routine. We have seen every parent declare, "I only want my children to be happy," but seriously, dearest children of God, is that all you really want? Do you wish to deprive them by only experiencing happiness? Because if all they know is happiness, they will not know how to cope with disappointment or unfairness. Of course you want your children to be happy, but in order for them to be really happy and to know happiness, they have to learn what it means to be sad and disappointed. Whenever you have experienced sudden change that is dramatic, divorce, death, employment change, serious illness, It is their suddenness that brings rise to your anxiety, where you find yourself overwhelmed and stressed, that depending on the person and the circumstance can bring on waves of panic. Even if the sudden changes are brought into effect within society, the same feelings may be felt but on a greater scale. Quite easily you could have before you an epidemic of people feeling insecure and anxious. Yes, upheavals are difficult to adjust to, they require you to reshape your life, and many times change your way of thinking and being at a rapid rate, one that is sometimes felt out of control, leaving you feeling shell-shocked or stunned. If you look all around you and see all the changes in society, you have accepted a new institution for marriage, family life has changed, because economy and space, birth rate of new generations is lowered, you have felt the fear of economic crisis, your own labor market has been changed and you have become swept away with the great increase of technology and information. You have so much to deal with, to work through. It is only natural for you to have feelings, to experience the sadness as well as the happiness. Even though at times it may be difficult to recognize the importance of balance, even when great changes are taking place, but balance is there. And in your own life, balance and harmony is essential. You can't live in a one-sided existence where all you understand and purposely choose to accept are your happy feelings when you have sad feelings as well. To deny this side of yourself is to say, you are only half alive, only half complete. Each of you come with certain amount of strengths with the equal amount of weaknesses, and not one can be denied in favor for another. Each one has so much to teach you of yourself, just as your emotions do. If more and more people purposely ignore their negative feelings, and only focus on happy feelings, the concept of happiness will in time take on a whole new meaning as a response to control your needs and desires. There is a danger of indulging in happiness as a symptom or signal to your ego self that you are in control, which would mean, dear ones, that sadness or despair would be a signal to you that you're not in control, giving you the misunderstanding that you can choose to be happy or sad at every moment and in every situation that crosses your path. Of course, thinking positively is much better than thinking negatively. We will not deny this truth. Yet it is vital to your own growth and development to think realistically and to comprehend that being realistic acknowledges the richness and beauty of life that holds within its core the interplay between light and dark, happy and sad, and all of the other remarkable paradoxes that fills your life each and every day. There are many dear souls that find discomfort being in the company of someone that is going through a difficult change or upset in their life, so the first words they mutter is cheer up. It is easy for another who is not sharing in your grief to express these words, but they do not understand that it is important for you to move through your grief and sadness in your own time. You don't heal from suffering by turning away from the pain. You heal by experiencing all the emotions and feelings that come with the suffering, the hurt, or disappointment. There are many children of God that admit a great height in personal growth and development after they have persevered pain and suffering that didn't come from pleasurable experiences. So, dear ones, when it is time to be sad, then be sad. Don't rush through the process of dealing with your sadness or disappointment. Move through each feeling and emotion, understand and learn, and when there is no more to be learned from that experience, you will find yourself being visited by happiness. Understand the sad and heavy emotions must be permitted to do their work in order for you to appreciate joy and happiness when all your healing is done. We don't encourage you to seek perfection, we encourage you to seek wholeness, to seek completeness. And when you reach wholeness, enjoy the calm and peace that is found. Congratulate yourself for persevering and for your patience. Enjoy the serenity you have brought yourself to. You have gained valuable information, knowledge that will turn into wisdom for future days that will need your ability to cope and to understand when new challenges are presented. To be your all, accept your all just as we accept you for all that you are, not for who or what you think you are at this very moment, because we know you are growing, you are developing and changing each and every day, and we are able to see the glorious path ahead and all that you are to become. Be in harmony with yourself and with life, and you will know happiness just as you know your sadness, and so it is. I am Ascended Master, Serapis Bey through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com